Mission has officially started, and in Japanese, the deadline description here is days until Haru's body is sold, which is even more disturbing. Palace, and just making sure. Okay then. So today is interesting because, oh yeah, by the way, this is going to be a new video, so welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time we finally got through all that plot, and now, actually haven't really decided yet, because it might depend on what's available today. Because in the guide I'm following, we were supposed to go to Mementos now, but I've already done all of that. Yeah, that guy's kind of doomed right now, but we still have to target him because otherwise Haru will, yeah, awful things will happen to Haru. Yeah, everyone in society sucks. So, let's just check who's available today. Takemi is, Yusuke is, but no Futaba. Gamer King, huh? Who's Gamer King?
So now I have the choice of whether to go for Yusuke or Takemi and get ahead on them, and I'm thinking Takemi for one main reason, but firstly, speaking of Yusuke, I actually want to get him to replicate a skill card immediately, because I haven't done this in a while since I couldn't in Mementos. Yeah, charged under recovery and support, so let's get him to copy that ASAP.
Very well.
And ASAP means that he does it immediately.
Beautifully executed.
I like how the laugh transitioned into that. He can still only do it once per day, though. So, like, now, technically speaking, you probably should just get him to duplicate one card per day. But, yeah, if I do that, I'll do it off camera. Also, now that I have some more money, I want to buy some crafting materials from Akihabara. Uh-oh, the maid's being, accosted by somebody. And her attempt at getting rid of him has backfired. Why would the opposition party leak stuff about Okumura Foods, unless he's trying to go for membership in the other party? Well, yeah, remember I said this, and yeah, this guy is kind of doomed. Revolutionize ourselves and live like celebrities. Remember that, because that's gonna become his kind of thing going forward. Yeah, here we go. I already have 10 of these. I can only buy 2 of them, though. Toxic powder used for ignition. Yeah, a lot of people wondered why this place is essentially selling stuff that could be used to make bombs, but yeah, video game logic.
Hey.
And just so I have access to this for later, I'm going to buy Featherman Seeker. Actually, heck, I'm going to go ahead and buy everything. I need to save some money for the compendium, but I suppose spending a lot of your money on games is kind of on brand for a teenager living in this generation.
Inmate.
Okay, I was just gonna go to the Velvet Room to prep some personas for, Confidants that I needed, but then this is happening. I have a feeling I know what's unlocking here.
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It requires the cooperation of phantom thieves undergoing the same ordeal in other worlds.
Yep, I knew it.
It's a special fusion called public execution.
It's less disturbing than it sounds, trust me.
This is a helpful ritual where you select a persona from another Phantom Thieves group and fuse them for your own usage. We've heard that there are special powers for personas that are only attainable with this fusion method.
In other words, there are some network fusion exclusive skills.
Basically, whether or not you make good use of it is up to you. You better devote yourself, inmate!
And it's also very much up to luck.
The development of rituals is now complete. but your rehabilitation shall continue onward.
In other words, we've now unlocked every possible facility in the Velvet Room. No more Velvet Room tutorials.
Put your best effort forth toward that ultimate goal. Time for some rehabilitation.
Okay, so we go into Persona Fusion.
Execute 'em.
We now have access to Network Fusion.
Well, how's this gonna go?
So we choose one persona, and then we'll be able to access other people's personas to fuse with it. I believe this is not it's definitely not cross-compatible between the original P5 and Royal. It's also apparently not even cross-compatible between different regions, so I'm going to be getting PAL region personas here. So yeah, if you're playing with the US version, there's no way that I'll be able to get one of your personas as an option, unfortunately. And I also doubt that it's cross-compatible across the different console ports of it now. So as Caroline says, there are rare skills that can only be gained through this ritual. So there are technically 4 skills that are considered Network Fusion exclusive: Almighty Boost, Almighty Amp, Magic Ability, and Soul Chain. However, Almighty Boost is not technically exclusive because it's also learned naturally by a few DLC personas. The other 3 are strictly exclusive though. Almighty Boost and Almighty Amp do pretty much what you would think. They boost Almighty attacks by 25% and 50% respectively, and they stack. Magic Ability is interesting. It's effectively everything boost. It gives a 25% boost to any magical attack, and it also stacks with Boost and Amp to an extent. I haven't actually mentioned this before because this is the only time it's been relevant. The Boost Amp stacking actually has a cap of a total ×2 multiplier. The reason this doesn't usually apply is because if you just stack Boost and Amp, you won't reach this cap. But if you add Magic Ability, then you run the risk of hitting the cap, and you'll just end up with a ×2 boost total. There's only a couple of things this is really relevant to, but Magic Ability is one of them. Soul Chain just gives you, makes you recover 20 SP every time you do a baton pass. Only accessible to Joker, but pretty useful on him for getting through palaces in one day. So, I've read online that Nue is actually a decent persona to use for this, though it's probably better to use Nue, a fresh Nue that doesn't have all of these other skills. The reason for that is the chances of getting the exclusive skills are higher if the recipient, if the result of the fusion can't inherit many of the parent skills, and not a lot of personas can inherit physical or curse attacks. But anyway, I have a lot of other skills here, so yeah. Oh, hey, I actually need Lachesis with Tetraja anyway. So it apparently prioritizes personas that are around your protagonist's level when it comes to resulting personas. So I can go for Lachesis here.
You okay with this?
Oh, actually, no, wait, I am fusing with Lachesis here. The result is on the left, sorry. Yeah, you can probably tell I don't do Network Fusion often. But as you can see here, the results are mostly around Joker's level. Yeah, I think I'll take Kaiwan for this, because I'm going to be needing Star soon anyway.
Select the skill.
This might be the first time we're seeing Internal Hypnosis. Increases period of support skills cast on self by 1 turn. This also affects skills that target everyone, because they also consider yourself to be one of the targets. So basically, this will increase the timer of Mataru Kaja on everyone. Or, in this case, Maraku Kaja. Well, I mean, if I can potentially fuse that into Lachesis, that would be pretty cool. I'll take Masai as well.
I see.
I actually really like Kaiwan going to this next palace for certain reasons. Let's just say that you'll really want Sai skills, and having Forget boost as well as Forget plus Sai attacks is also excellent for, you know, getting those technical hits. Very soon I'll be getting technical level 4 as well. And Makajama on is really nice for this too. Oh yeah, Internal Hypnosis will actually buff the effect of Speedmaster too. Yeah, I think I'll actually go for Makajama on plus Forget boost. Oh, Psyodyne, nice. Yeah, that's the other reason I like Kaiwan. It's one of the earliest sources of that tier of Psy skill. So yeah, didn't get any of the network exclusive skills that time, unfortunately. And you can only do network fusion, as you can see here, once per day. Per in-game day, that is.
You change your mind?
Okay, I already had Neko Shogun for Star, though, and Neko Shogun has a lot of good skills, but I'm gonna need Counselor coming up, so this is gonna cost me for special treatment, and I'm gonna have to get back Belphegor for Tower, because that's also soon, but
Looks pretty tough.
I may as well do this.
Great things are possible. Do you wish a fusion greater than your own power? It will receive, then let us begin.
I feel like Ananta's usually higher level. Also, yeah, Ananta was definitely not Counselor Arcana in the original game. Because obviously that didn't exist there. So now that I've done that, the Confidant that I've decided I'll get ahead on is Takemi, and that's because I am not heartless enough to put off telling her that her patient is still alive for another 2 months. Because yeah, we would otherwise only do the next rank up of death on, according to this guide, in November 8th.
Hold on a sec.
And she's available any day, so I'll be able to swap out any other visit of death for Futaba on any day that Futaba's available.
What is it? Huh? What's the meaning of this?
Well, about that.
What? Wait. What? I see. Do you have time?
And well, that means more clinical trials and more drugs. Joker's body better be ready. There's not another benefit from death until rank 10, which I presume is why the guide I'm following doesn't do it for a long time.
Sorry.
But Takemi's one of my favorite non-party confidants, so I'd like to give her a bit more attention. And here we go. Now, this one is interesting because it's for Miwa-chan is one of her romance flags, and it's precisely for this reason why most people don't miss out on unlocking Takemi's romance, because almost all players select that option. And as long as you've chosen at least one of her romance flags, I've said before, you'll have access to the romance route later. It thankfully doesn't lock you in or anything, it's just in terms of whether or not she'll reject you after you confess to her. Which is such an obscure mechanic that a whole lot of people didn't even know it existed until, relatively recently, actually.
Take care.
So yeah, we're officially ahead on death now. That's weird. I mean, ahead on the death confidant in the guide, that is. Seems like Kasumi isn't the only one we'll be cheering on. I mean, we had to have been close last time. There may actually be another benefit for doing that one earlier.
Ah, you're back.
Also, since oh hey, finally Haru's in her chat now. I was just saying she should be in the chat. Yeah, even more formal than Makoto when she first joined us. But yes, this is the start of a new palace arc. We're gonna get these general nagging text conversations. I could go to the palace now, but I actually don't want to do it early this time because there's a lot of stuff we'll be getting during this daily life segment that's gonna make the palace a lot easier. For one, on the 25th, I'll be able to get concentrate on somebody. And additionally, I'll be able to, as I said, unlock technical level 4. And also, we'll be getting something else that I really want to show off in the next palace infiltration. So yeah, this time, plus, this palace is quite plot relevant, so I'd rather not leave a whole lot of wait time between the boss fight of this palace and the deadline. That's the other reason I want to do it later. Just feel like the pacing of the story works better that way. Awkward silence. Oh hey, we have more of those. I guess we could take them to the second-hand store, but first I want to check the crosswords. Feel like it's been a while since we didn't have any over the Hawaii school trip. Tsukimi, lunar viewing. Okay then. Buzzkill victim. Okay then. Oh, I know what this is. Fun. Prayer site. Would that be a shrine? Yeah, that fits. And then... many lack time for these. Huh. Oh, hang on a minute. I wonder if the crossword is trying to tell us something. But yeah, this is festival. Tsukimi just means moon viewing. Oh, they take their dango stacking very seriously. Yeah, I may as well skip through those from now on because we've already got max knowledge. But okay, so tonight, there are actually a few things we can do, one of which is very, very sad. So I'm gonna have to pay at least one train fare here, maybe more depending on whether or not Hifumi actually contacts us. But, said very, very sad thing. Let me just check if, doesn't look like there's anyone. Oh, actually there is someone we know here.
What's going on? Enough.
Yeah, the teachers are going to be drinking at the bar a lot, in the coming weeks, and it makes sense why. But as I was saying, the sad thing now is, we're going to have to give up one of our thief masks. However, Magic Upper Footer is a concentrate on any party member, so that's actually pretty useful to have. So this is the thief mask for Gray's Bane. There's so much attention to detail. This was a great deal, thank you. I look forward to my next trade. That was actually kind of a lame description. Okay, good. Hifumi actually is texting also. That actor. Oh, I feel bad that I'm not... that I haven't seen Yoshida for a while, and in fact, I'm going to actually have to skip out on one of Yoshida's visits because that's on the 25th, and I need to get concentrate from the jazz club then. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of aftermaths of Memento's missions in these next coming days because we hit a lot of them at once.
Actually...
yeah, I said she wasn't going to take this well. Of course, this one I pretty much saw coming. Yeah, they were making moves that would be marked out with question mark or even question mark in the post-match notations. Yeah, in chess, I don't know if shogi has any similar notation, but in chess that usually means like bad move or really bad move. Sometimes more formally called blunder, but yeah, I prefer just really, really bad move. And you'll notice a running theme here. Yeah, just directly saying, oh hey, you know that person who's being mean to you? Hey, tell me their full name. That might get some people suspicious of us. So I believe it's actually this rank that the guide I'm following intentionally doesn't choose the optimal options here, because we do need to stall Hifumi a little bit because it makes getting a room decoration easier, as I said earlier. So it looks like the change of heart's gonna lead to 2 confessions, not 1. I suppose it would make sense if she, yeah, she wouldn't want all that fame coming from rigged matches. And who knows, maybe this time she'll get sympathy for the right reasons. But yeah, she should still give her next match her all. I hope she goes well, finally winning on her own merits. That's just the thing, because yeah, if a parent gets all like that and, you know, kind of helps, like, kind of rigs results for their children, they never really learn anything. House of Cards, that's the wrong game metaphor there.
I look forward to it. I'll start.
At least this also means we're seeing a lot of our friends perk up now. Their problems have been mostly solved.
Until next time.
Okay, so this I think is where we don't get the optimal points. Yeah, I support it. You really should rethink this. It's certainly admirable. Okay, so no sparkles there. That's actually a good thing. That said, there probably are ways to get this room decoration otherwise. This one's just convenient for me. Yeah, probably not. I mean, I don't know about that exactly, but I mean, yeah, you may not want to try the blue source of doom. Yeah, it's that whole thing about, you know, the Phantom Thieves have a duty to punish bad people. It's just, again, they're all just like, you know, they should take the place of politicians and the police and everyone in society. It's been a while since we actually got to explore the school. Okay, so this right here, it's similar to the previous one, but there's a new thing that's been added. So this burger here, it basically says, like, scumbag, mazuiyo, like, disgusting, and then buraku is stuck into it, or black. So what that means is it refers to a Japanese term called buraku kaisha, or black company. That's generally the term for a company that is incredibly awful and exploits their employees and creates an and beyond even a hostile work environment. Like, there've actually been a lot of cases of, like, karoshi, or death by overwork, or even suicides from companies like this. So, yeah, it's a little more than just a hostile work environment. And one of the most famous companies labeled a black company, or at least one of the few that shows up when you Google search black company, is possibly what Okumura Foods is actually based on. Because the head of that company actually did try getting into politics, and the unfortunate thing is, he succeeded, and as far as I know, he's still there. So we have to hopefully prevent fiction from reflecting reality this time. I actually kind of want to check the bathroom to see how close I am to kindness, because that's the one stat I need. Yeah, maximum potential. Somewhat close to improving kindness. Okay then. So we've got a few kindness increases coming up, but they're probably not going to push me over the edge if it's only somewhat close. Also, Unfortunately, there is zero progression in this subplot for the rest of the game. She just says that every time you try and talk to her. What are you grumbling about? Oh, Vice Principal. Uh-oh. Looks like, just as we had a mini Kamoshida, we might have a mini Kobayakawa on our hands. Again, this is why Kawakami should have taken over as principal. She's like the only one here who'd actually be good at it. I don't strictly need those drinks, but it puts my numbers above 69. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of big companies, I feel, that just do bad things, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know exactly how the world would work if we got rid of everything. We're not exactly saying that to be kind. Because we know that you had nothing to do with it because of stuff. I wonder if you guys are talking about Kasumi. Or no. Actually, no, you're only just realizing this now. Yeah, no, it's not cursed, it's just this school has always been horrible. But yeah, the fact that all of this happens in 1 year is admittedly a little weird. So yeah, Maruki's Confidant is available again, but today we're going to be hanging out with Makoto. Okay, this is just a zip to there, it isn't an actual start of the rank up. I did buy a Priestess persona. Not making the mistake that I made much earlier. Alright, is this the first time we're actually trying to hang out with Makoto while there's a deadline available? I actually think it is.
I see.
Yes, it is part of our grand strategy. I mean, it kind of is, because I need some more Confidant bonuses before I go in there. Unfortunately, this means the continuation of the A-Core subplot.
Shall we go?
There is actually one thing about this subplot the anime handled better, not least because of the fact that it only covered it in just one episode, but I'll talk about that later. Okay, this is already very suspicious. We've been through the whole Kaneshiro incident, so we kinda know about scams and stuff. I just realized the back of the chairs here actually looks like the Star Trek logo. That's probably intentional.
How suspicious.
Yeah, this is a massive red flag. At the same time, though, I don't like how a lot of the fanbase blames A-Core for not noticing all of the red flags with Tsukasa. Yeah, that's probably how he gets people. Because that's the thing, so, like, it's just what I was saying before in Mementos about how, you know, we shouldn't shame people who fall for scams. Yeah, we don't exactly have any proof, at least Makoto's admitting it, unlike some people in this game. But yeah, you'll need to figure out if that broken bottle actually exists though. Oh, that's also a huge red flag. That's the other thing, nobody else really trying to help A-Core apart from Makoto, and this is one thing about the A-Core subplot that I do think actually does help Makoto's character development. I've seen pretty much exactly one positive take on this Confidant online, and I'll talk about my thoughts on it a bit later because I do think it's interesting. And it's true that Makoto is coming from a position of privilege too. Yeah, that's an extreme red flag. I wonder if this is going into that particular Japanese issue called compensated dating.
Please listen.
I mean, we are trying to steal him away from you, but it's for your own good. But, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Oftentimes these people just don't have a support system, they don't have much knowledge of this kind of thing, or as Makoto's describing them.
Actually,
Okay, so maybe Makoto isn't exactly the position of privilege here. A multi-talented brother seems to be the sole focus of a parent's attention, though. Huh. Who does that remind me of? Yeah, this is making me think a lot of Hilda in Three Houses. Of course, you know, both of them are overshadowed significantly by their cousin Blilda. Yeah, this is reminding me a lot of those, you know, online girlfriend/boyfriend scams who, yeah, the moment that they start asking you to give them money, that's
Thank you
usually
very
when things get suspicious.
but
It's kind of interesting because Makoto doesn't have, the whole sort of family connections or money, but at the same time, she's also in a more privileged position in terms of her school status. Okay, Endure on Makoto is kind of nice though. Alright. Especially since she has a lot of good healing skills, so having your healer be able to survive things with 1 HP is great. And now we have that on both Makoto and Morgana, the two M's who also have most of the healing we have. The horrible host. Yeah, I still find it interesting there's an unused Mementos mission involving a horrible host, but it was for Arn rather than for Makoto. We're gonna get a text message. Nope, no text message. Okay then. Yeah, this is the thing we need to watch out for as well. Copycat criminals who,
come on.
use our name, but commit actual crimes that hurt people. I mean, yeah, we pretty much are. Ethical obligation, but use it wisely is the important part. The public acts like we have an ethical obligation to use it at all. So, okay then, I am behind on Hangman. And Hangman is available tonight. That's good because, so what we're supposed to be doing right now is having a hangout with Devil. And because this is an all Confidant events guide, I probably should show it, but at the same time, I'm behind on Hangman, so I probably should do that, and it's probably no big loss if I give up one hangout with Devil. I probably will need to use an affinity reading though. Yeah, I think I'll go for this and just drop my Confidants I need to catch up with back down to 1. Everyone has a secret to everybody they don't want anyone to know, rather than paying people for door repair. I mean, you know, with the whole Medjed thing, that does kind of make sense. Of course, we found a shady PC out there, maybe you used to own that. Actually, maybe I should sell my Memento stuff.
Okay, you should be grateful.
Yeah, I'm certainly grateful, that's a lot. That recouped everything I spent on those personas and more.
What's up?
Okay then, so yeah, let's go ahead and work. I have Waffle. Something I'm gonna talk about, huh? Okay, here we go. This should be rank 5.
Good. Got a minute?
Yeah, Joker even thinks that's disgusting. So yeah, another adopted child. One thing about this game is it actually does treat several like relationships involving adopted children, like with Sojo and Futaba, very positively, which I've heard is actually quite progressive for Japan. Ah, right. I understand why, yeah, he doesn't want to tell. So that's like a combination of Junpei's dad and Yukari's mother. Yeah, it's always great to break the cycles of abusive parenting like that. Yeah, this is yet another case of people being worried about incidents with their family stigmatizing them.
Shit.
And yeah, that's pretty much how Joker is treated too. And this kind of thing as well. Yeah, this is definitely something that's a huge theme of this game when it comes to Japanese society. There is a lot of, you know, sins of the parents are passed on to the child in the culture. Ah, one of those kind of people. That reminds me a little bit of James's surprisingly depressing backstory in Pokemon, how basically turning to crime was the only thing he had. Now, interestingly, this is actually the best answer here in terms of points. Because even he admits it. But yeah, like I said last time, the problem is he knows our face now. And you know, that statement's very accurate with how good they are in Royal. Okay, so now we have a discount on customization, which is really, really good given how much more powerful customization is in this game compared to the original Persona 5. Of course, at rank 10 it'll be completely free,
Alright.
which makes it even more amazing. I still just love how, like, such a simple change of the fact that you can now customize Velvet Room guns, it just changes so much. Before, his abilities just weren't that useful at all, but now it's just like, yeah, because again, all of the best guns come from the Velvet Room, so the fact that you can actually, although I kind of wish that you could customize, like, melee weapons as well, because, I mean, that might be a little crazy, but I wish I could customize that sword for Yusuke that I made in the Velvet Room. And here it's just an obvious answer here, you're right. This may be one of those where multiple different options work. But okay then, so yeah, I did not get the next rank, so I'm gonna have to pay for an affinity reading. Still, like, the moment that you unlock affinity reading, you basically never need to do a spend time event with any confidant again.